Besides all the real estate, how's your mindset every morning, every day, the past since dude, you came here as a refugee. Your mindset should be like, oh my God, my life is terrible.
The biggest thing I would say is I would try to put myself in the situations that I'm not comfortable in. Because for us, we were never comfortable. There was a lot of persecution between being Christian or just any religion in general in the USSR. So you could not go to school. You couldn't get a job. You didn't have hand-me-downs or anything. I had hand-me-down girls' clothes for my sisters. That's how poor we were. I have pictures of me with like girl shoes.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, they're like, oh, it works.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
We're not going to buy you new stuff.
Yeah,
now you
exactly.
got the kids with the Nikes and the
No
Jordans.
way. Air One? Forget about Air One.
Kidding me?
Yeah, right. Your dad and your mom? No way.
Yeah. We're not really Americans. We grew up here, but we're not really. We never really fit in. So it's like if you're kind of uncomfortable, it pushes you outside of your boundaries, and you have to figure out, how am I going to make this work?
Yeah.
And I was telling Carlos earlier too. I was like, man, if you get into that mindset of like, I got to make it work, and you're not comfortable in this zone, like mama's not going to come and help you.
Yep.
That's the biggest piece of advice, And it's hard because no one's going to force you, right?
No.
When you realize that, then your brain flips and your brain starts figuring things out. Because if you're stuck on an island and you just say, all right, no one's coming to get me, I'm just going to die. And if you realize that, hey, no one's coming to get me, but I have to figure out how to get out, that's when your brain starts working and figuring out.
Yeah, I always say, like, the more pressure you're able to take, the more money you're going to make.
That's so true.
You're like, okay, it happened. Let me figure out how to work it out. You're not afraid about setback. So you keep going.
I think if you let that get to you, right, you can't be in this business because it's all about the people.
Yeah.
It's not really about the property. The properties you could fix, but it's if you got renters, if you have buyers, sellers, everybody comes with a personality. Everyone has some quirks. And if you can't deal with that, then, you're not going to be successful in this business.
Yeah.
And you're the easiest person to convince yourself. And so it's very hard to push yourself outside that box and say, all right, I'm going to go out and do something on a limb, make myself feel a little uncomfortable. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's always worth it. It's always worth it, man.
Are you really ever going to retire?
No, I mean, I'll retire, but I'll still be doing deals.
You'll still be doing stuff. Maybe a little bit
less. I might look like, maybe investing into others as opposed to, your own stuff and doing your own deals. But it's just part of who I am.
It's your energy, man.
I can't sit still. Like if I'm on vacation for a week, to day 3, I'm like, all right, whip out my laptop, like do a little work, make some calls, email, look at some deals.